What if I told you that behind China's gleaming skylines and bustling streets, a silent crisis is unfolding? Once the symbol of unstoppable growth and prosperity, these cities now hide a darker truth. Streets lined with tents, faces etched with fatigue, and a society on the brink of upheaval. It all started with a seemingly minor incident, a fight on a plane triggered by restless chatter. But beneath that chaos lies a deeper story of empty stomachs, shattered confidence, and a nation pushed to its limits. Today, we're diving into China's hidden crisis, widespread job losses, rising homelessness, and a society quietly unraveling. Stay with us as we uncover the truth behind the shimmering facades. This is the story you haven't heard yet. The homelessness crisis in Shenzhen. Shenzhen, once China's shining symbol of prosperity, is now facing a profound social and economic crisis. Tents outside luxury condos, once symbols of wealth, have become common sights, housing the displaced and homeless. Charitable kitchens serve humble meals to those struggling to survive, highlighting the stark contrast between the city's glamorous image and the reality of its most vulnerable residents. Migrant workers, numbering nearly 300 million, are particularly affected. Lacking official residency, they are excluded from essential services like healthcare and housing, with over 2.6 million estimated to live in homelessness or fragile conditions. Their daily lives often involve scavenging for food or sleeping on the streets, a harsh reality that starkly contrasts with Shenzhen's modern skyline. Unemployment and youth struggles. Adding to the crisis is soaring youth unemployment, which reached around 14.5% for those aged 16 to 24 in mid-2025. Many recent graduates like Umi from Chongqing find themselves unable to access the promised opportunities in emerging sectors such as tech or green energy. Instead, they turn to gig work, delivering food, live streaming for tips, or waiting endlessly for a breakthrough, caught between hope and despair. The collapse of the old economy. Meanwhile, China's economic foundation is crumbling. Investment in real estate declined over 11% in the first half of 2025, leaving numerous projects unfinished and banks saddled with bad debt. Traditional manufacturing sectors are shrinking due to rising costs and trade tensions, exposing the frailty of the country's once unstoppable growth engine. Shenzhen stands at a critical crossroads, grappling with these intertwined crises and the urgent need for sustainable solutions. If what you're hearing sounds shocking, it's because it is. But this is just the beginning of a much deeper story, one that many aren't talking about. If you want to stay informed about the true state of China's social and economic upheaval, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Together, we'll continue to uncover the stories behind the headlines, stories of resilience, struggle, and change, social and psychological toll. The social and psychological toll of China's economic struggles is deeply felt across the country. Graduation season, once a joyful milestone, now evokes anxiety among young adults, many of whom remain unemployed months after earning their degrees. Rising mental health issues, including depression and anxiety, are accompanied by a quiet increase in crime, such as scams, theft, and exploitation of vulnerable workers. Rural migrants, lacking proper urban registration, face even harsher realities, accepting informal jobs without contracts or insurance, falling prey to illegal factories and online scams, highlighting a stark disconnect between official narratives and lived experiences, household debt and waning dreams. Behind China's glowing GDP figures lies a sobering truth. Household debt has surpassed 60% of GDP. For many families, homes are no longer symbols of stability, but burdens of debt. Mortgage payments on abandoned or overpriced apartments weigh heavily, forcing individuals like Guangxi teacher Frank Hang to rely on their parents' support. Personal milestones, marriage, children, become daunting pursuits amid financial strain. A nation at a crossroads. Official narratives paint an optimistic picture: rural revival, rising exports, technological innovation. Yet beneath the surface, high unemployment, unfinished construction, and protests over unpaid mortgages reveal deep cracks. With declining marriage rates and changing societal values, China faces a pivotal moment. Its society quietly unraveling, questioning the very meaning of success and hope for the future. How long can faith in the system endure before the cracks become unrepairable?